Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl V Queen here and I'm back with another video in the Zoom series. Today we are at part number 5. So we have learned a lot so far. In today's video, I will be showing you guys how to view and manage your participants and also how to create breakout rooms. If you missed the previous videos in the series, you can always find them on my website and I will give you the details for that towards the end of the video. But before we get into today's video, please be sure to like the video if you love the content, subscribe if you're new, and to turn on that notification bell to be alerted whenever I post a new video. Also note that the instrumentals for this video have been provided by Inner Sanctum Entertainment Ltd. But without further ado, let's get right into it. So as I continue to mention in all my videos, the options that you will see in the Zoom meeting will depend on if you're the host, the co-host, or just a regular participant. Nevertheless, I'm going to be introducing you to all the options for all perspectives. Also note that I'm using the free version of Zoom, and if you have a Zoom Pro plan, you might see some additional options as well. So now I am currently in the same Zoom meeting that I created for myself in the previous videos. Now sometimes if you tab through the Zoom meeting, you will see an option that says Participants menu. If like me, you're not seeing it outright in the main toolbar, you'd have to look for your More Meeting Controls option, click enter on that, down arrow in it to Participants and press enter. So let me go ahead and do that.
More Meeting Controls menu button. Menu, Participants, Alt plus U, Participants left paren, 1 right paren, window.
Note that you can also use your Alt plus U as in user keyboard shortcut to open this menu from anywhere within your meeting. Once you open the participants panel using any of the methods that I mentioned, you will be automatically placed on a list of all the participants in the meeting, and you can use your up or down arrow keys to navigate and see each participant.
Participant list. Use arrow key to navigate, and press tab for more options list.
Alright, so there's currently one participant in this meeting, which is me. So if I should down arrow, I would hear my name.
Shaniel Gale, left paren, host, me right paren, computer audio muted video off selected.
The names of the participants are arranged in the following order. Your name, the name of the host if you are not the host, co-hosts if there are any, participants with raised hands in order of first raised to last raised, unmuted online participants, unmuted dial-in participants, muted online participants, and muted dial-in phones. When you go on each participant, it will tell you if they are a host or co-host, if their audio is muted or unmuted, or if their video is on or off. Now, there are some additional options that you can see for each participant. First, you would have to use your up or down arrow to navigate to the participant that you want to see the options for. Then, you would tab to see the additional options.
Unmute button.
So the first option I am seeing here is unmute. Whenever you select yourself, this is the first option you're going to see, unmute. Let's tab again.
More options for Shaniel Gale drop down button.
Now for all participants, whether it is you or it is someone else, you will see this more options for participants menu. Let's press enter to expand it.
Menu.
And let's press down arrow to see what's in here.
Edit profile picture.
Alright, so because I'm selected on myself, I'm seeing an option here to edit my profile picture.
Rename.
And I also see an option to rename myself. Awesome. If you are a regular participant and you're viewing more options for another participant, the only option you would see is pin. This will allow you to pin a participant's video so that you will always see them. If you are a host or a co-host, you will see these additional options in this menu. Ask to unmute or ask to mute. Chat, which will open the chat window and allow you to send messages to the participant. Stop video. This will stop the participant's video stream so that they're unable to start their video. If the participant hasn't started their video, you would see the Ask to Start Video option. Spotlight for everyone. This will allow you to spotlight up to 9 participants' videos so that their videos are always visible to everyone in the meeting. So pin would have been just for you, but spotlight for everyone. When you're the host, you can spotlight person's videos. Make host. This allows you to assign the participant to be the host. There can only be one host for the meeting. Make co-host. This will allow you to add the participant as a co-host, and you can have an unlimited amount of co-hosts in your meeting. If the participant is already a co-host, this option will say remove co-host. Rename. This will change the participant's name in the meeting for all other participants to see. Assign to type closed caption. This will assign the participant to type closed captions during the meeting. Allow to record local files. This will allow the participant to start or stop a local recording of the meeting. Allow to multi-pin. This will allow the selected participant to use the multi-pin feature. By default, a participant can only pin one participant at a time. Put in waiting room. This will place the participant in a virtual waiting room while you prepare for the meeting. You must have the waiting room enabled for this option to appear. Put on hold. If the waiting room is not enabled, you will see this option to put the participant on hold. Remove. This will allow you to dismiss a participant from a meeting. They will not be able to rejoin unless you had set the setting to allow participants to rejoin. Report. This allows you to report a user to Zoom's trust and safety team. Alright, so those are all the options in that menu. Now let's tab to the next option.
Invite left paren, Alt plus I right paren, button.
This option allows you to invite others to the meeting, but we will go through that later. Let's tab again.
Mute all left paren, Alt plus M right paren, button.
Alright, this is the mute all button, and you'll only see this if you are the host. This allows you to mute all the participants in the meeting, and that keyboard shortcut is Alt plus M. We have already covered this in our part 3 of the Zoom series when we dealt with audio.
More options to manage all participants drop-down button.
So now here we have a drop-down button with more options to manage participants. Only hosts will have access to these options. Let's go ahead and see them. So let's press enter.
Menu. Ask all to unmute.
This will display a pop-up menu to all participants that are muted to ask them to unmute or to stay muted.
Mute participants upon entry, unchecked.
This will automatically mute participants as they join the meeting.
Allow participants to unmute themselves, checked.
This will allow participants to mute and unmute themselves whenever they want to.
Allow participants to rename themselves, checked.
This will allow participants to easily change their screen name that is displayed to other participants.
Play sound when someone joins or leaves, unchecked.
This option will play a sound whenever someone joins or leaves a meeting, right? And this can get a little annoying at some points. You're in a meeting and you're hearing boop, boop, boop. Yeah, it could get a bit annoying.
Enable waiting room, unchecked.
This will enable the waiting room feature.
Hide profile pictures, unchecked.
This will hide all the profile pictures.
Lock meeting, unchecked.
This will stop other participants from joining the meeting that is in progress.
Merge to meeting window.
This will merge the participants panel with the main meeting window. Alright, so those are all the options for the participants panel. Additionally, I'm not sure why I'm not seeing that option now. Possibly it's because I'm the only participant in here, but right above the participants list, if you tab up there, there should be a search bar where you could actually search for participants in the list, and when you make that search, the list will be updated based on your search. Now once you're finished with the participants panel and you want to close it, you can just press your escape key. There are also some other options that you will see for participants, whether you are a host or just a regular participant. If you had found the option to open the participants panel in the main Zoom menu, there should be a more participant options right after that. If you are not seeing it outright, the items that would have been in that More Participant Options menu can also be found in the More Meeting controls. Those two options are the Invite option and the Copy Invite Link option. So let me go ahead and look for the first one, which is the Invite option.
More Meeting Controls menu button. Menu. Participants. Alt. Invite. Alt plus I.
Alright, now I'm gonna go ahead and press enter to activate it.
Invite people to join meeting 862.
Alright, and I stopped that there because I don't want you to hear my meeting ID. Now this option opens a window that allows you to choose contacts to invite to the meeting. Alternatively, you could press Alt plus I for invite to open this window from anywhere in the meeting. You can go ahead and add persons that you want to invite, or alternatively, you could tab to the copy invite button.
Tab control. Contacts tab selected. Type and select a person, choose from the list, or type to filter edit blank. Contacts use arrow keys to navigate the grid list. Copy invite link button.
This button will automatically copy the invite link for the Zoom meeting to your clipboard so that it can be pasted elsewhere. You can also tab to the copy invitation button.
Copy invitation button.
When pressed, this button will copy the entire invitation for the meeting, including the topic for the meeting ID, the password, and the link, so that it can be pasted elsewhere. And you can always just use your escape key to close this window. The other option that I mentioned earlier that came after the invite option was the option to copy the invite link. If you had pressed that, it would copy the invite link to your clipboard just like the one that we just saw in that window a while ago. Alternatively, you can just use the keyboard shortcut Alt plus Shift plus I to do this from anywhere in the Zoom meeting. Alright, so those were all the options that you have for viewing and managing participants. Now, let's move on to creating and managing breakout rooms. This option is only available if you are the host of the meeting, and you must have it enabled. Breakout rooms in Zoom are separate virtual spaces that allow participants to engage within smaller private discussions within a larger conference. For example, if you're hosting a webinar and you want to create separate rooms for each aspect of the webinar, or if you're a teacher and you want to split up your students into groups, that is basically what breakout rooms are used for. Now, some of you may ask, why can't I find the breakout room option in my Zoom meeting that I'm hosting? Turns out you have to make sure that you have the feature enabled. To do so, follow these steps. Firstly, sign in to the Zoom web portal. In the navigation menu, go to Settings and press it. Then, go on the Meeting tab. Under In Meeting Advanced, click the Breakout Room toggle to enable it. If a verification dialog appears, click Enable to verify the change. And that's it. So you should now have access to the Breakout Room option in your Zoom meeting. So, once again, if you're not seeing it outright in the main Zoom controls, it will be in More Meeting Controls. So let me go ahead and navigate to that and down arrow to Breakout Rooms.
More Meeting Controls menu button. Menu. Participant. Invite. Copy. Chat. Show chat. Record on this. Breakout Rooms.
Alright, and let's go ahead and press enter on it.
Create breakout rooms. Create breakout rooms window.
A window should now open that allows you to create a breakout room. Note that you can also pre-assign participants to breakout rooms when you schedule the meeting instead of doing it in the meeting. So once you have this window open, we're gonna go ahead and tab to the first option.
Create one breakout room edit.
Here you are able to enter the amount of breakout rooms that you want to create. So let's type in a number and tab to the next option.
5. Create breakout rooms. Assign automatically. Radio button checked.
Now, this option allows you to choose how participants will be assigned to the rooms. You have 3 options: assign automatically, assign manually, and let participants choose room. Once in this area, you can use your up or down arrow to navigate to an option and press your space bar to check the radio button for the option that you want. So right now it's currently on assigned automatically. If you choose Assign automatically, Zoom will split your participants up evenly into all of the rooms. Then when you press Tab, the next option will allow you to put in the amount of participants that you want in each room. If you choose Assign manually, you will be able to choose the participants that you want in each room. If you choose Let Participants Choose Room, participants can select and enter rooms on their own. Alright, so I have Assigned automatically selected, so let me press Tab.
0 participants per room.
Alright, so let me enter an amount for how many participants I want per room.
5.
Then Tab again.
Create button.
Alright, so here is the Create button. Once you choose how you want participants to be assigned, how many breakout rooms you want, all the options, you tap this Create button, then you press Enter to create the breakout room.
Breakout rooms - not started window.
So your rooms will be created, but they will not start automatically. Here, you can manage the options for your breakout rooms before starting them. So let me press Tab here and see what options we have.
Breakout rooms use arrow key to navigate, and press Tab for more options. Tree view.
So this first option is a tree view that you can navigate with your arrow keys. This allows you to see all the breakout rooms that you created and the participants that are in them, if any. To view additional options for a room, first navigate to it using your up or down arrow in this tree view. So let me go ahead and down arrow to a room.
Level 0, room 1, 0 participants expanded.
Then you tab to see the options.
Rename button.
This first option allows you to rename the breakout room. So if we use the same teacher example from before, we could press Enter on this, probably call it Group 1, and press Yes or OK to confirm. Let's go ahead and tab to the next option.
Delete button.
This option allows you to delete the selected breakout room.
Assign to, room 1 button.
This next option is a button that you would use to assign participants to the selected room. You would activate this option and select the participants that you want to assign to that room. And of course, you can repeat this for each room. Once a participant has been assigned, manually or automatically, the number of participants will show in place of the Assign button. Now, let's tab to the next option.
Options button.
This Options button allows you to view additional breakout room options. Let's go ahead and open them. So let's press Enter.
Window.
And let's go ahead and press my tab to go through the options.
Allow participants to choose room checkbox not checked.
This allows participants to select and enter rooms on their own once the rooms are launched.
Allow participants to return to the main session at any time checkbox checked.
If this option is checked, participants can easily leave the breakout rooms and return back to the main session through their meeting controls. If it is disabled, they need to wait until the host or co-host closes the breakout rooms.
Automatically move all assigned participants into breakout rooms checkbox not checked.
If this option is checked, all the participants will be moved into the breakout rooms automatically. If it is unchecked, the participants will need to click Join to be added to the breakout room.
Automatically move all selected participants in breakout rooms to main meeting checkbox not checked.
This option will move participants to the main meeting session when breakouts are closed, rather than giving participants 60 seconds to wrap up their discussion and prompting the users to leave the breakout room.
Breakout rooms close automatically after : checkbox not checked.
If this option is checked, the breakout rooms will automatically end after the selected time.
Countdown after closing breakout room checkbox checked.
If this option is checked, the host and co-hosts will be notified when the breakout room time is up.
Set countdown timer : 60 seconds combo box.
If this option is checked, the participants will be given a countdown timer of how much time they have left before returning to the main meeting room. Alright, so those are all the options in here. Once you're finished choosing your options, you can just press Escape to close this menu.
Breakout rooms.
Now, let's tab to the next option.
Recreate button.
This button will allow you to recreate the breakout rooms. Let's tab again.
Add a room button.
This option will allow you to add any additional breakout rooms. Another thing to note, After manually or automatically assigning participants to rooms, you can rearrange the participants. Participants that are not assigned to breakout sessions will remain in the main meeting when the rooms are started. Remember that I told you in the tree view where we selected a room before we tabbed down to these options, you will also see the participants that are listed for each room. If you had down or up arrow to a participant instead of a room and tabbed, you would have access to these two additional options. Move to. This allows you to select a room to move the selected participant to. Exchange. This allows you to select a participant in another room to swap the selected participant with. So those are all practically most of the options that we have in here. Let's tab again to the last option.
Open all rooms button.
The Open All Rooms option is what you will use to start the breakout rooms. All assigned participants will be moved to their respective rooms after confirming the prompt to join the breakout room. If allowing participants to choose their own room, they can open the list of rooms and choose which to join. So say for example, if you are a regular participant and the host tells you that breakout rooms have been created, if a window doesn't pop up with the breakout rooms and prompt you to join one, you know you would look for the breakout rooms option in your toolbar. Once again, if you don't see it outright, you look for it in more meeting controls. Then you would tap to make sure that you're on the list of breakout rooms. You down arrow to the one you want to join, then tab and look for a button that says join. The host or co-hosts that launch the breakout room will be left in the main session and will have to manually choose which room to join. Alright, so let's go ahead and press this button to open the Zoom rooms.
Close all rooms.
Alright, so the breakout rooms have now started. Once you press that button, the breakout rooms window will split into two tabs. One listing the open breakout rooms and their participants, and the other listing all total participants. If there are 7 or more participants, a search bar will also appear. If an assigned participant has not joined a breakout room yet, it will be noted by not joined next to their name. Unassigned participants will be listed under the unassigned category. And once again, you can use your tab key to navigate this window. So let's go ahead and do that.
Tab control. Rooms left paren, 5 right paren, tab selected.
Alright, so here is the area where you can choose which tab to go on. So if I press my right arrow,
Participants left paren, 0 right paren, tab.
Alright, and it's saying 0 participants because there are no participants in the meeting, other than me. Right arrow again.
Rooms left paren, 5 right paren, tab selected.
Alright, and we're back to the room tabs and it says 5 because yes, there are 5 rooms that we had created. And you can use your space bar to select a tab. Now let's tab to see what else is in here.
Breakout rooms use arrow key to navigate, and press tab for more options tree view.
Alright, so here is where we have the list of rooms, so you can navigate it using your arrow keys.
Level 0, room 1, level 0, room 2, 0 participants expanded.
Let's tab again.
Join, room 2 button.
Alright, now here, once you select a room, you can choose to join it. Tab again.
Broadcast button.
This broadcast option gives you the ability to send a message or broadcast your mic audio to all breakout rooms. Note that this must be enabled in your breakout room settings.
Close all rooms button.
And then we have close all rooms, which closes all the rooms after a 60-second countdown, which is shown to all participants and then they're returned to the main meeting. Additionally, some other options may appear in this window. A button to rename the room may appear in this window. If you are in a breakout room when you open this window, a button to leave that breakout room may appear. A delete button may appear to delete the breakout room that is already in progress. You may also see an option to create an additional breakout room. Note that to be able to see all of these settings, adjusting breakout rooms while they are in progress must be enabled in your breakout room settings. So you see the same way we enabled the breakout room in the Zoom web portal, that's where you would find this setting as well. I don't think I have it enabled, that's why I'm not seeing these extra options. Similarly, where we had options such as move to and exchange and assign to for participants before we opened the breakout rooms, you would see options like those here as well. Here are some additional notes as it relates to breakout rooms. Participants in breakout rooms can request for help from the host, asking them to join their meeting by clicking the Ask for Help button. The host will then be prompted to join the room where the request came from. If you get this prompt, you would just click Join the room to join it. Another note is that you can also share your screen to all breakout rooms if you're the host. Once breakout rooms are open, the host or co-host can share their screens from the main session directly into all breakout rooms. You can do this to share important information to all the breakout rooms at once, probably guiding them to the next step or task. You can watch my video on how to share your screen to get more details about this. But this is the gist of it. You would click the share screen button from within the main meeting controls. Then you would enable the share to breakout rooms option. Then you would choose what you want to share from the list. Share sound if you choose to share your sound. Then you click the share button. Then the selected content will be shared at once to all breakout rooms. If any other participant was sharing in that breakout room, it will be overwritten for your share. So that's basically the gist of breakout rooms. And you can always use escape to leave this breakout room window.
Zoom meeting. More meeting controls menu button.
And once you want to open it back again, you always go back to where you found it in the first place. So whether it was in the more meeting controls menu or you found it in the main Zoom menu, you'd go right back there. And if you have breakout rooms in progress, it will open the in progress window for you to manage them. So just remember, once you're a regular participant, I told you how you join breakout rooms already. Alright, you'll also have other options while in breakout rooms, like a button to leave the breakout room. Right? So that is basically it, guys, for this video. So in this video, we covered how to view and manage your participants and also how to create and manage breakout rooms. Remember that you will have access to all my videos and all their related transcripts on my website on the videos page. So my website is thequinn.com. That is TheeQuinn.com, and the link to that will be down below in the description as well. Once you get on my website on the videos page, you can either search for a video using the search bar or you can browse for a video by category. And also note that I am also available if you are ever in need of private tutoring sessions. So that is it for this video once again, guys. Remember to like the video if you love the content, subscribe if you're new, and to turn on that notification bell to be alerted whenever I post the next video. Thanks again for watching, guys. Remember that I love you, and I'll see you next time.